Hey guys, this is Jazz Hunts Produce speaking. Welcome back to part 3. And my brother and my cousin are coming upstairs. Now back to part 3. And next one I have is King Arthur. Another epic movie. Not as good as Gladiator or 300 or anything like that, but this is a really good, enjoyable movie. I also have this on another one of my collection videos, so I won't really have to talk about it so much. Kingdom of Heaven, my second favorite epic film, or something like that. But yeah, this is a terrific movie. It got panned so hard by critics and critics. Why do they have to pan something like this? This is an excellent movie. One of Ridley Scott's best films. This is overall an excellent movie. Is this is just excellent. I really love it. You will enjoy it a lot. Check it out. King Kong. Peter Jackson's King Kong. This is the 2005 release. I really used to love this movie to death at the time, but then when I grew out of it, I found a few problems that a lot of people said that it was included here. Okay, first off, a lot of people say Kong was barely in this at all, because really, I think it took I think over an hour until we ever got to see him in this movie. So yeah, over an hour, that's way too long. Because a lot of people were expecting him, like this to be about him or something. But it just took too long for him to come up on screen. So, because it more focuses on the humans than it is on Kong. And I also had the video game of this, but avoid that because it's a movie game. I hate games. But yeah, this is a really good movie, but also it's a bit too long. Also, it's over 3 hours long, and but yeah, this is still a pretty good movie. But a lot of people say, this is good, this is terrible, this is okay. A lot of people say an okay movie, but I say it's good. Check it out. The Last Samurai. Have not seen this yet, so I'll save my comment for later. Lethal Weapon collection. Now, I've only got to see Lethal Weapon 1 and 2 at the time, and they're both really fun. They're both great. They're just a lot of fun. They're really funny. So far, 2 is my favorite. Then probably 1. I haven't got around to see 3 or 4 yet, but I will definitely check them out. They are so all fun. Also, I really like these Warner Brothers 4 film favorites. I think, yeah, New Line is doing it as well, so because a lot of these movies from Warner Brothers and New Line are being put on news. So yeah, I like these. Yeah, check out these movies. You will have a blast with them. Lord of the Rings, Return of the King. I don't have any of the others. I will probably get them, or probably not, but I'm not a huge fan of these, so I will say these are really enjoyable, but they're just overall way too long. It's 3 hours and 20 minutes long, or something like that. Or is it? I don't know, but it's just way too long. Movies like that kind of bore me. But yeah, it's still enjoyable, but it will probably be around. And won a lot of Academy Awards. Yeah. I'm looking. Losers. I'd say probably an unsuccessful ripoff to the A-Team. The A-Team is awesome. It is really enjoyable. Then this one came out the same year, but I think it came out in the summer. And I think, yeah, they both came around at the same time. But this is still really good. This is really good. Not as good as the A-Team, but this is kind of like what a lot of people say they are. But yeah, still really enjoyable. Here's a movie I don't really want to talk about, but I'll talk about it a little bit. Man on Fire. My favorite Denzel Washington movie. It's a terrific movie. Really good revenge film. Really. This is another movie that was really terrific, but it got panned a lot by critics. I don't know why. But I do have some sheer problems with this. First off, the first half is okay. First off, the trailer gives away a lot of what the second half of the movie is. First half of the movie is pretty much like an hour and 15 minutes. So pretty much the first half of the movie, well, it is good. But then the really intense scenes in this, the violence in this is really intense and really brutal and really gritty as well. This is one of the most powerful movies I've ever seen. But this is an overall terrific movie. But you have not seen this, you gotta see it. It's a great movie. One of my favorite action movies of all time. So yeah, don't need to talk about it anymore. Alright, The Matrix Collection. These movies are awesome. Because the first time I ever heard of these, I'd never really known a lot about them. And, because I never really known a lot about them, so I watched them on AMC and gave them a shot. And I was like, holy crap, these movies, they're just terrific. The Matrix, the first Matrix is great. Reloaded, which is my favorite out of the whole movie, is also great. Revolutions, not so great. But I do say it is good. But just it had a lot of sheer problems. The Animatrix I haven't even got to watch yet. I never even got the chance to watch the Animatrix. A lot of people say it's kind of like how it started and stuff. But yeah, Matrix movies are definitely fun, great. But yeah, Matrix. A double pack of the Mortal Kombat movies. I really don't like these movies. First off, there's a lot of sheer problems in this. First off, first Mortal Kombat was kind of banned in a country because of the overall violence in the city. But why did they have to make it PG-13? I mean, seriously. The fights are pretty boring. The acting's not good. Okay, first off, there's not a lot of blood in this. The video games were really insane. They had a lot of really gory, graphic violence. If you like poked a guy in that guy, there would be like blood splatting all over the place. But then, who thought it would be a good idea not to put blood in this? But the first Mortal Kombat is okay. Annihilation, they just go downhill from there. I won't even begin to what to think of it. I'm just gonna put this away. Okay, now that's out of the way. Uh, Pirates of the Caribbean, Curse of the Black Pearl, Dead Man's Chest, and At World's End. I don't really know what to. I don't really know what my favorite out of all these movies are, but they're all excellent movies. But I don't really know which one I prefer my favorite. But yeah, they're all excellent movies. I haven't got around to see the new one yet, but I will probably get it. So yeah, all the Pirates of the Caribbean movies are definitely worth watching and worth your time. Alright, I have three more in this pile. Predator, Arnold Schwarzenegger, which is pretty much everybody loves this movie. And Predators, after a really huge disaster. The Predator. I never really went into detail of this because this is my 20th action movie. This movie is awesome. I never saw a trailer to it or anything, but yeah, it's kind of in bad condition because the case kind of broke. And but the disc is fine because nothing bad. But this movie is overall awesome. A lot of gritty moments, a lot of gruesome deaths. But yeah, it's overall awesome. Don't love it, but it is good. And Predator 2. It is really good, but just uh, okay. The biggest sheer problem in Predator 2 that it's not in the jungle; it's in the city. And Danny Glover's in it, and he's not as strong as Arnold, and he's not like Arnold. He's not a mercenary or he's a cop. Yeah, a lot of the sheer problems in Predator 2 were pretty bad, but I don't call it bad, but it is enjoyable, but just not as good as this. Predators. Now, a lot of people really wanted to see another Predators movie because, yeah, after Predator 2, there was Alien versus Predator, and then Requiem, which really led to probably the death of both franchises. The Alien franchise, okay, first two Alien movies were great, but then everything fell downhill in 3 and 4. Then everything fell downhill in Alien versus Predator. But I don't call the Alien versus Predator movies terrible. They are okay. But then this was the last installment to the franchise. Although I think a lot of people say Prometheus is uh, one thing, but yeah, this is also another really enjoyable action movie, but it's still not as good as the first one. But it is enjoyable. Last one I'll show this part, Quantum of Solace. This is the only James Bond movie I have not gotten around to see Skyfall yet. A lot of people say it's really excellent, but I don't. I think a lot of people might say good, bad, okay, but I do say this is really good. But I probably won't talk about it anymore. So, Quantum of Solace. I hope there will be two more parts of this.